Of all the cities in Italy, I think that Florence is the most beautiful. I spent 20 years of my life in this city, and the art and the history and the beauty had my head spinning. And I think the whole world knows just how extraordinary a city this is, but I thought that today we would count down my top 10 of Florence. And my number 10 spot goes to San Miniato al Monte. How can you beat a 1,000-year-old church perched up on the top of a hill? Its mysterious interior, its sparkling medieval mosaics, and one of the most breathtaking views of Florence that you will ever see. And my number 9 spot goes to the Ponte Vecchio, a 700-year-old bridge upon which gold shops have been operating for the last 5 centuries. And the most amazing thing about the Ponte Vecchio is that when you're walking over it, you don't feel like you're on a bridge. Those shops creating the illusion essentially that you're walking along a medieval street. My number 8 spot goes to the world's most beautiful open-air museum, the Piazza della Signoria. It is home to a 700-year-old city hall, known today as the Palazzo Vecchio. Next to it, we have the 14th century 3-arched Loggia dei Lanzi, which is full of sculpture. And then adorning the front of City Hall, we have this array of statues, from the Neptune fountain to the copy of Donatello's Judith and Holofernes, all the way to Michelangelo's David, of course, in copy version. And next to it, we have Bandinelli's great statue of Hercules. My number 7 goes to the Bargello Museum, which houses one of the world's most important collections of Renaissance sculpture. The building, a mid-13th century civic structure transformed into a museum, where you can find the competition panels, Donatello's marble David, his eclectic bronze nude David, and then downstairs, Michelangelo's Bacchus. And my number 6 spot goes to the Basilica of Santo, Spirito. And those of you who know me know why. I dedicated 10 years of my life to researching this church, and I even wrote a book on it. And I sincerely believe it to be the most beautiful church in the city of Florence, one of the earliest examples of Renaissance architecture designed by the great Filippo Brunelleschi. Okay, to the bottom half of my list, my numero 5 goes to the Basilica of Santa Croce, the largest Franciscan church in the world, home to some of Giotto's most important masterpieces, and if for no other reason, just to see the tombs of Michelangelo and Galileo, arguably the world's most impressive tete-a-tete tomb arrangement. And my number 4 position goes to my favorite museum on planet Earth, the Museo dell'Opera del Duomo, better known in English as the Cathedral Museum. It is home to some of the Renaissance's most important works of art, such as Ghiberti's Gates of Paradise, Donatello's wooden statue of Mary Magdalene, and Michelangelo's Pietà from late in his life. Drum roll, please, as we get down to my top 3. And many of you were thinking that this was going to be my number 1. But the Uffizi Gallery comes in my numero 3 position. It is the world's most important collection of medieval and Renaissance Italian paintings, with masterpieces such as Botticelli's Primavera and Birth of Venus, Leonardo's Great Annunciation, and Michelangelo's magnificent Doni Tondo. And my number 2 spot goes to the church that I affectionately refer to as the Big Mama. Florence Cathedral, also known as the Duomo of Florence, or by its dedication, Santa Maria del Fiore, the third largest Christian church in the world, to which just about every major Florentine artist contributed. Arnolfo di Cambio, Giotto, Donatello, Brunelleschi with his great dome, and even the great Michelangelo. A building project that essentially covers the entire 2-century span of Florence's golden age. Okay, and finally down to my number 1, which I imagine you have all probably already guessed. And yes, it is Michelangelo's statue of David. Not the Academy Gallery, that's the museum that houses the sculpture, but the sculpture itself, which I believe to be pound for pound the greatest statue that the human species has ever produced. 17 feet 1 inch in height, 5 tons in weight, perfect in its anatomical proportions, and even more impressive in terms of the drama that Michelangelo is able to imbue in this figure of the biblical hero David about to engage in battle with the giant Philistine. So if you're in Florence, be sure to make your way to the Academy Gallery to see the greatest sculpture of all time, and my number 1 in the city of Florence. Sei pronto? Yes, remember to like this video and to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rocky's Italy, so that you don't miss out on any of this great content that we're filming here in Italy and publishing weekly. Grazie.